welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Edie and I am on the move to becoming debt-free using the Paycheck budget and cash envelope system. But if you're an oldie but a goodie, hey friend, welcome back for another cash stuffing video. Alright, so in today's video, we will be stuffing a total of $1,090 into our sinking funds and cash envelopes. So let's go ahead and get our cash counted and into our cash tray. All right, we'll go ahead and start off with the hundreds this week. We have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, I think that's 900, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and that should be, I think, I lost count. That should be 1,000. All right, so 1,005, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 50 makes $90. So $1,090 for this week's cash stuffing. All right, per the usual, friend, how have you been? I hope you guys are having a great week leading up to our Thanksgiving holiday week. I am just so excited. I am filming this on Friday, and so tomorrow I will be traveling to see my family and then just enjoy all the good food and see all the people that I have been missing over the past few months. So I am very excited. Very excited. All right. Also, friend, have you been watching the news? Have you seen where the futures exchange, one of the cryptocurrency or Bitcoin currency companies went bankrupt this week, where I think if I watched the news and I remember correct, like 1.24 million people lost something like $15 billion. And friend, that kind of loss, I would have to be sleeping on somebody's lawn. Like, I need answers. Where is my, cash? Times is too hard out here for me to be losing all my money in the market. I would just... Honey, I need some explanation. I need to know what is happening. Where is my money? Who do I need to call? And where do I need to live if I'm losing like that kind of money? Like, whose yard do I need to be sleeping on losing that kind of money? So it was very interesting, very sad. My heart goes out to all those people who lost their money, which is, sort of why we are doing this whole cash stuffing system, tucking a little away here and there. I am not against investing. I am just only for investing in safe, regulated ways. So again, my heart goes out to those people. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. We are going to start with our wallet to see if we have anything to unstuff this week. I believe all of my envelopes are empty. They are. We just had the little lonely few dollars here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 $1 bills here left from the week. And we will just set this to the side until we get to our $1 savings challenge. So since I am traveling this week, I will not be using my regular cash stuffing wallet. I'm going to be using sort of what I call my travel wallet, only because I like it better. It tends to work better with traveling. And so we will be using these cash dividers this week. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, in spending this week, I believe we are giving ourselves $150 for spending. And we are going to do that in some 20s, 10s, and 5s. And there were some really, really raggedy bills in here that I saw, friend. So we're going to pull those out first. I just want to make sure I spend those first. So any of these raggedy bills, let's go ahead and pull out the raggedy bills because I don't want those in our envelopes, right? Right. I know that one is almost completely torn. That one is super raggedy too. So let's fish out all the raggedy bills. Make sure we spend those first. All right, so let's see what we got here in raggedy bills. $150 for spending. Let's see, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. And then let's grab, let's see, what else do we want to do? Let's grab 2 5s. Again, I am fishing out these raggedy bills. I want to spend them first. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have 5, 10, 30, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So $150 in really raggedy bills for spending, friend. But it's okay. As long as it spends, we'll spend it. All right. So that's our $150 for spending. And next, let's go ahead and take out our giving. In giving, we are doing $120 this week, per the usual. So we're going to do that with 100. And I think I also saw some raggedy 10s in here that we might want to use. That one's super raggedy. Yep, that one's super raggedy. Let's see. Okay, we'll take that one raggedy 10. And we'll take this one raggedy 10 to make sure that we are spending the raggedy bills first. Okay, so for our giving this week, we have $110. So that's 2 raggedy 10s and 100 for giving this week. All right, and next we have self-care. We are going to fund self-care, but we are going to wait until we get to that sinking fund and take those dollars out to fund self-care, just because we are getting haircuts and we're getting our hair done before we go. So we want to make sure that we have the money for that. All right, so that is our cash wallet for the week, all stuffed and ready to go. And when we get to self-care, I'll make sure that we take those that money out there. But for now, our cash wallet is done. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our savings challenges first. All right, this is our savings challenge binder. Get that all stretched out. All right, so savings challenges this week. First and foremost, let's move the pig out of the way. First and foremost, we have our $1 savings challenge. So we are going to take our 3 little dollar bills here and get that stuffed into our $1 savings challenge. All right, and our $1 challenge is good to go. Next, we have the spend more, save less challenge. Spend less, save more challenge. And we are adding one $5 bill here. And if you notice, it's already filled out. Yes, I was recording this video a few minutes ago and it stopped recording. Thanks, iPhone. And so you'll see some of these already filled out simply because I have already recorded this video. This is the second time. So spend less, save more is done for the week. Next, we have our 80s, 90s challenge. Woo! This is a new challenge for us this week. I believe Coffee and Budgets, or Budgets Then Coffee, or Coffee Then Budgets, created this challenge. Just a fun little way to, celebrate us 80s and 90s, baby. So let's start off with the 80s challenge because I was born in 80. The 2 I selected this week was the roller skate and the Rubik's Cube. I have very fond memories of roller skating. Even though I'm not the best roller skater, right? I'm the one who has to hug the wall. I need the little gates. I need some help. I'm just, my balance, honey, the way my balance is set up, it's just not for roller skates, but but still some fun memories, roller skating and the Rubik's Cube. I used to love those. And one time I actually finished it. I downloaded the instructions and, I just worked through it. And so I've actually finished one of these with some help from the internet, but I picked Rubik's Cubes and roller skating. And so that is going to be $10 for the 80s challenge this week. And then in my 90s challenge, I picked the CD and I picked the, I don't know what that's called. It's like the answer game where you put little answers on the thing and the questions and you go like I declare war or something like that. I remember those. I definitely remember getting my first Discman. I think that's what it was called. Almost like a Walkman, but it was for like CDs. And child, that thing was so raggedy. You couldn't even move it or the phone or the song started skipping. But I had great times using that with some of my best and my favorite CDs. So fun times. So for the 80s and 90s challenge, I couldn't get an even 10. So I just did 9 in each. But for each of these, we're going to contribute $10. And so we're going to put a 20 in this envelope today. All right, so 120, and we'll get this all tucked away in our party envelope. All right. And next, we're moving on to our 1K savings challenge. And this week, our 1K savings challenge is getting a total of $35. Let's see. And what are we going to do? This week, we are going to do the 20. And yes, the pink Sharpie is back. We're going to do a 20, and we're going to do an 8 and a 7. So 8 and 7 is 15, and 20 is 35. All right. So we'll give this a little fan so we can dry. All right, so $35 in our 1K challenge. And this week we're going to do a 20, a 10, and a 5. So $35 in our 1K challenge. And that one is good to go for the week. And next we have our Roll the Dice challenge. And this week our Roll the Dice challenge is getting a total of $10 also. So let's see if we can find one that is 10. And I think we're going to go with the center row here. So 5 and 2. Let's see, 5 and 2 is 7, 8, 9, 10. So a perfect 10. We'll go ahead and get this colored in. And I definitely do not have to tell you, friend, I still cannot color on camera and stay in the lines, but we're going to make it do what it do so we can push through that. There we go. The whole row is colored in there. And let's give it a little dry. All right, so $10 in our Roll the Dice challenge. Making good progress here. We just have a few weeks left to go. But Roll the Dice is done this week. Let's get our 10 added. One $10 bill for Roll the Dice. All right, and the Roll the Dice challenge is done. All right, and so next we have our emergency challenge. And this card, it just drives me crazy because you can write on it, but it never stays. But for our emergency challenge this week, we're going to do $30. And I think we're just going to fill in the $30 here. All right, so that is $30 for our emergency challenge. All right, let's give it a little fan and see if it'll dry. It never dries. You touch it and the words just come off. But it's okay. Let's go ahead and push through it. So $30 for our emergency challenge this week. And we're going to do a 20 and a 10. All right. Go ahead and get that added here. All right, so here we go, $30 into our emergency challenge, and it is good to go. All right, and next we have our penny challenge. So let's go ahead and grab our penny challenge tracker. Again, friend, I had already recorded this video when I noticed that it had stopped recording, so I have already filled in my 2 pennies. And this week I picked $4.20 and $4.69, so that's going to be a total of $8.89. And I'm doubling these just as the stretch goes. So $8.89 is something like $19 and some change. So we're going to go ahead and make that a 20. So that's already filled in there. And we're just going to grab a 20 for our penny challenge. And with this last 20, our savings challenges are done for the week. All right. All right, so our savings challenges are done. Let's go ahead and move on to our high priority binder. All right, next up is high priority. Here we go. Get this stretched out some. All right, and first up in our high priority binder is month ahead, and month ahead is getting a total of $240 for the week. And to that, we're going to add our last two remaining hundreds. And let's see, 2 20s, 1 and 2. All right, let's go ahead and give this a quick count. So month ahead now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 920, 940, and 960 in month ahead. And again, this is our bill money for the month of December. So month ahead is good to go. I should actually go ahead and deposit this before I leave, but I don't think I'll have time, so we'll let it sit here another week for us. But month ahead is done for the week. All right, following month ahead, we have student loans. Insert sad face. Yes, student loans, well, buy student loans are coming back as of January the 3rd. So, yep, that's what we're saving for. But this week's student loans is getting a total of $45. And for that, we're going to add 2 20s and a 5. All right, let's give student loans a count. Student loans now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and 165 in student loans. So almost a full payment. I think my payments are something like $225 a month or something. $225 a month for the rest of my life. But, you know, student loans is done for the week. Let's move on to lawn care. And this week, lawn care is getting a total of $5. I'm not stuffing my usual amounts this week because I wanted to make room for some extra spending. So let's go ahead and add $5 to our lawn care. And lawn care now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and $65 in lawn care. All right, let's see. And following lawn care, next we have... Come on, get in there. Following lawn care, next we have car maintenance. And this week, car maintenance is also getting $5. All right, let's go ahead and get our 5 added. All right, so that gives lawn care 50, 70, 90, 95, and $100 in, did I say lawn care? $100 in car maintenance. Jeez. Come on, self. All right, so 100 in car maintenance. Next, following car maintenance, we have household. And household is also getting a total of $5 this week. Let's go ahead and get our 5 and get this counted. All right, so $5 for household. Household now has 50, 60, 70, and $80 in household. See, is that right? That's exactly right. All right, so household is good to go for this week. All right, and following household, next we have self-care. And self-care is getting a total of $25 this week. And so we're going to take a 20 and we're going to take a 5. And while I did that, I don't know. So let's go ahead and put that 20 in and the 5. All right, so let's give self-care a quick count. Self-care now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, and $190 in self-care. And we're going to go ahead and pull our self-care amount for the week and put it in our wallet. So to get my hair just flat ironed, it's going to be $80. And my haircuts for my boys is typically $50. They're $25 each. So that's $130 in self-care for the week. And so to do that, we are going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 130. So that is our self-care, $130, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 130. All right, so we're going to take this $130 and go ahead and get it stuffed in our wallet. Let's see, self-care goes back here. So we'll get that added. All right, we're good to go there. That leaves self-care with a total of $60, which is okay. So self-care is good for the week. All right, so following self-care, we have miscellaneous. And this week, miscellaneous is also getting a total of $5. All right, so we're just going to grab this 5 here. Let's give miscellaneous a quick count. Miscellaneous now has 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 in miscellaneous. And that's exactly right. All right, and next up we have our holiday groceries envelope. And we are adding $50 to our grocery envelope. So that's $150. And now, I'm sorry, that's a single 50 rather. So now we have 50, 100, 150, and 200 in holiday groceries. All right. And that is the end of our high priority binder. Let's go ahead and move on to our family binder. All right, back again, our pink sparkly butterfly binder. Ooh. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cracked open. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with Mr. Sean here. Sean is getting a total of $10 this week. He is up from his usual $5 amount simply because I am going to give each of them some money from their envelope to spend while we're traveling. So $10 for Mr. Sean. Let's go ahead and give him a count. Mr. Sean now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 105 for Sean. All right, and next up we have the caboose of my clan, Mr. Shane. Shane is also getting Shane is also getting $10 this week. All right, so we'll go ahead and give him a 10. Let's give Mr. Shane a quick count. Shane now has 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and 145. So $145 for Shane. And let me make sure that's right. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and 145 for Shane. All right. And next is my personal envelope. In this week in personal, I am getting $20. So let's go ahead and grab a 20 here. All right, and in my personal envelope, I now have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, $250 in my personal envelope. All right, see, is that right? That is exactly right. And next we have my fur baby, Sammy. And Sammy is also getting a total of $20 for the week. Go ahead and add a 20 for him. All right. And Sammy now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and 185 for Sammy. All right. And he is good to go for the week. All right. And following Sammy, we have clothing. And clothing is also getting a total of $20 for this week. All right. Let's see. We are going to just throw in a 20 here in clothing. And the clothing now has 100, 120, 140, 160. Oh, is that right? 100, 120, 140, 160, and $170 in clothing. And that is exactly right. Okay, and next after clothing, we have our family time folder, our family time envelope. And so family time this week is getting $20 as well. All right, so we just get a 20 here. All right, so let's get family time account. Family time now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40. So $140 in family time. And that is right. We are good to go. All right, so that's great. And our family time binder is done. Let's now move on to our nice to have binder. All right, the big yellow binder is back. And first up in our nice to have binder is subscriptions. And subscriptions is getting a total of $15 this week. All right, and let's see, how are we going to do that? We're going to do a 10 and a 5 for 15. All right, let's give subscriptions a quick count here. Subscriptions now has 50, 100, 150, 170, 180, 90, 200. That's 210, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $270 in subscriptions. Is that right? That is exactly right. $275 in subscriptions. All right, following subscriptions, we have insurance, and per the usual, insurance is getting a total of $20 for the week. All right, we'll just get that 20 in right here. Let's give it a quick count. Insurance now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 75. So $175 in insurance. All right, following insurance, next up we have car tax, and we are skipping car tax until next year, so it's good for the week. Following car tax, we have choir fees, and choir fees is getting a total of $5 this week. All right, let's go ahead and get choir fees counted. Choir fees now has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $95 in choir fees. All right, next after choir fees, we have sorority dues. Sorority dues is also getting a 5 spot this week. All right, can I get it all out? Here we go. All right, let's get 5 added to sorority dues and give it a quick count. Sorority dues now has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $95 in sorority dues. These little envelopes are coming along. And finally, in our nice to have binder, we have HOA. HOA is getting $5. All right, let's go ahead and get that counted. It now has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and also $95 in HOA. And that is exactly right. Come on. Can I now get it open? Here we go. All right, so $95 in HOA, and our nice to have binder is done for the week. Let's go ahead and move on to our low priority binder. All right, and last but not least, our low priority binder. Let's get it stretched out. We know how it likes to not do what it's supposed to. All right, so first up in our low priority binder, we have smalls. And this week, support smalls is getting a total of $5. All right, so 15. And let's see, support smalls now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and $65 in support smalls. And that is exactly right. I think I'm going to cap this support smalls at $100. So we're getting close to being done there. Next, we have Boss Babe, and Boss Babe is getting $5 for the week. All right, let's go ahead and get a 5 added and get her counted. Now, Boss Babe has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and $35 in Boss Babe. All right, Boss Babe is good to go. Finally, following Boss Babes, we have Gifts, and Gifts is getting $5 for the week. Add a 5 here and get it counted. Gifts now has 50, 60, 70, 80, and $85 in gifts. All right. Next after gifts, we have TechSave, and TechSave is getting its usual $10 this week. Let's see. Do we have a 10 left? We do have a 10 left. All right, let's give TechSave a count. TechSave now has 100, 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $95. So $195 in TechSave. That is exactly right. So TechSave is good to go for the week. All right, and next after TechSave, we have Holidays, and I am skipping Holidays this week. It has $100 in it, and so I think Holidays is good to go. Following Holidays, we have Travel. And this week, Travel is getting a total of $140. And I believe we have enough 20s left. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, and 140. So we'll go ahead and get this added to Travel. And my goal for Travel is $500. So let's give it a count and see how much is here. We have 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So $470 in Travel. And I think for our last cash stuffing, that will put us right at $500. We are not taking all this money with us. We are going to swipe our card for gas or anything that we sort of need to purchase at the gas station. And then at the end of the month, when we pay our credit card bill, we will pull what we use for traveling from this envelope. So travel is good to go for the meantime. I'm hoping not to spend all that money and have some left over, but we'll see. All right, and following travel, we have baby cakes for my possibly future great niece or nephew. I just want to, when he or she comes, I want to be able to spoil them rotten and send them home to, wreak havoc on someone else. Yes, I do. All right, so baby cakes now has a total of $5, $10, $15, and $20 in baby cakes. And so baby cakes is good to go for this week. And let's see, the last envelope in our low priority is Amazon, and we only stuff Amazon with our rollover. So Amazon is still sitting at $46, and Christmas is already fully funded. So we are good to go for the week. That's all. That's it. Or that's it. That's all, y'all. So, hey, guys, thank you for hanging out with me for the last 30 minutes or so while I stuff my third paycheck in November. If you've reached this far in the video, before you go, if you wouldn't mind, go on and head over, give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel. Your like helps for this video or this content to be suggested to others, and your subscription to the channel is absolutely free, and it helps our channel grow. So, hey, guys, until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy your holiday, eat some great food, and have fun with family and friends if that's the case. So again, guys, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.